So are you feeling happy on this side of the couch? Are you?
Yeah, I like it here. I really do like it here. Thank you.
Creature comforts.
Yes, I'm a creature of habit.
There is just a couple pieces of footage of you in the AO archive.
That's fine. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what you've got on me, but that's why I'm here.
All right, let's kick it off. The cinema sessions with Nick Kyrgios. It starts now. And,
oh my goodness.
We're going way back. We need some volume on this, right?
Basketball, because I follow the National Basketball Association in America, of course, and I want to be like them when I'm older as well.
There you go.
Enjoy listening to music?
Yeah, I really like listening to R&B and pop and all those rap
Okay, 2008. How old are you?
Well, what year is it now? 2024, and I'm
You're
28.
12?
Like, yeah, it was a long time ago, man. 12 years old.
Tell us what's actually like. This is media training. You're part of Tennis Australia. Like, what's the actual?
Well, back then I thought media training was a joke, obviously, because I was poking my tongue out and not even looking at the camera, and it's clearly shown because I've been in hot water my entire career. Probably should have listened to more of those.
This is ground zero.
Yeah, that is ground zero. Yeah. I mean, I can't even look straight. No, I mean, look, no one could take me seriously. Look what I look like. I was like,
who do you look like?
I was like a ball. Like, I look like a ball. But yeah, Manny from Modern Family is a good comparison.
We need a side-by-side of Manny and Nick at 12, by the way.
I don't know, I never took it that seriously, so I just enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just stumbled here, I guess. Stumbled into the Wimbledon final.
Yeah. Yes. Stumbled over the years. I mean, that's some great hair there from Thanasi.
From TK.
What's this feeling like walking on? This is an all-Australian boys junior final, 2013.
Yeah, it was exciting. I knew that me and Thanasi were both feeling a lot of pressure. Thanasi was definitely the underdog. I was the one with the pressure, and I knew he was carrying a little bit of an injury going into this final as well. And it was a big moment. I think this was a kind of a big point in our career, because after this, for me personally, confidence-wise, I just kicked on straight away. Like, after I won this event, ended up winning a challenger, like, pretty much right away, and then that was it. The rest is history kind of thing. But it was pretty good level. Like, I remember we were playing really well from the get-go.
You saved a couple set points at the back end of the set. Oh, nice dig.
Mate, it's good tennis.
Yeah?
There's a set point.
Here's a set point.
Saved it.
Ace out wide.
Yep, that hasn't changed. Can always come up with a good serve.
Why do you think this event, or maybe it was just like the moment in your life, why do you think this gave you so much confidence?
I mean, it just gave you the belief at that age to be able to, perform at the highest level. I mean, you couldn't play at a higher level in juniors, so for me it was like, if you're able to put this together, then you're on the right track. And I think that's what the junior circuit did for me, like going to these Grand Slams early, being around some of the professionals in the locker room. Like, I learnt a lot. And it just made you feel like you were a pro, but you really weren't, because I had to go to China the next week and play a future.
Yeah.
Like, you weren't at all close to making it, but it felt like you had a little taste of it. So, I wanted more. As soon as I played at this event, I was like, I wanted to become professional straight away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's actually special about how tennis, having the juniors at the slams is cool.
And that's what I mean. You're just a sponge. You're just learning everything. I mean, look at this. Remember that. It's a good ball.
That's a great ball.
I mean, there were glimpses that I was going to be decent,
Wow.
obviously.
And how do you actually remember that?
I just remember that specific point, because I started to feel it a bit once I got the break.
Oh, now you're in full flow state.
And my brother, my sister, my uncle.
Your brother's rocking quite the face paint job.
Yep.
Yeah, what's this feeling like at, what were you, 16, 17?
No, I was, I think 17. I mean, I thought I was on top of the world. Then I was soon to realise that I had a lot of work to do still. And that was good, because I wasn't really content with that. Like, a lot of juniors, win tournaments like that and they get pretty complacent. But for me, I knew that I had to improve a lot on a lot of things. Started to struggle with my identity a little bit, as you can see from my haircut. Don't know what I was going through there.
Something.
Liked it though.
This is 2015. Is that right?
2015, yeah.
Where
The stress hadn't hit me yet.
where would you go and get this done? Like, did you have one place in Melbourne that you'd always?
Culture Kings. Yeah, there you go. Used to just love getting my hair, put lines in it.
Yeah,
and-
there was actually like a few years that this was like every time you
Yeah.
showed up at a big tournament, it was like, oh,
Yeah.
what's Nick's haircut?
Yeah, it was like cool. My mum enjoyed me getting it, so I just kept doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like was just my identity, you know, for a bit. This was 2020. I remember this match. Brutal. He played unbelievable. The day Kobe passed away, me and Rafa played.
Wow. Did you find out about Kobe before the match?
Yeah,
or-
yeah, that morning it happened,
Wow.
yeah. Yeah, crazy.
Mm.
But yeah, I remember that. I like that salmon shirt. That's probably one of the best kits that Nike have
Done for you?
done for me.
There's
Probably one of
ano-
the better haircuts as well.
Yeah, another hairstyle too.
Yeah, a little blonde streak in there. The crowd started calling me the skunk for a bit.
Did they?
Yeah.
What's it like? I mean, obviously you played Rafa many different venues around the
Yep.
world. What's the feeling being across the net from Rafa Nadal?
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, it's surreal, of course, because he's one of the greats. But I mean, at the same time, you want to give your best performance, and against Rafa you have to execute, because if you don't, you have a simple game plan. If you don't execute, you get chopped. And yeah, I mean, it's a simple game plan, but it's very hard to execute it against him. I remember this moment. I won the second set, and I throw some sort of weird Michael Jordan fist pump. Just feeling it. Look at the
The focus
You can
here.
see it.
Come on.
That's a pretty cool moment. Crowd's going ballistic. Yeah, I'm two different people, that's for sure, on the court.
Yeah, how does that teeter for you, like think I think people are always fascinated of sort of this part of the pressure, right, of being on court.
Yeah, I think I just kind of fall into two different people. I mean, on the court, I'm definitely very competitive, a bit crazy, just like a bit, fiery and very competitive between those lines. Then when I get off it, very chilled, just hard to motivate and just relax. I'm just very relaxed off the court, and on the court just crazy, and I think that's just how it's always been for me. When I step between those lines, I just want to win so bad.
But is there, we talk about it on the media side, we say, is this like a stress release? Is it a stress release for you, or it teeters?
I mean, not in moments like this. In moments like this, I genuinely have an issue, and I just want it to be fixed. But I mean, we see it a lot. And that's the thing. I feel like the media's kind of painted me to be the only person that, has a problem with the umpire or, blows up. Where it's a very common thing, a very common thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big time. I mean, look, and it's like you look at someone like Rublev last night. Someone very animated. It's just personality. Some players are more animated than others, and me and Rublev we wear our emotions on our sleeve, and it's good entertainment for the crowd. People don't want to watch robots playing.
Does it give you a way to vent your frustration into something when maybe the tennis is where you're feeling the actual pressure
Yeah,
too?
possibly. Yeah, definitely. I mean, my outlets. I love to talk. Talking's a big outlet of pressure for me. I don't like, bottling it all up.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's always been like that. I've been a bit of a chatterbox on the court and quick-witted. Yeah.
All right,
We
this
are.
was magical, 2022.
Yeah, don't know how we pulled this one out. Just sent a WhatsApp message to each other at the start of the event saying, do you want to play doubles? And 2 weeks later, I won a Grand Slam. We still joke about it to this day.
Huh.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
And this was the first year of Key Arena, and that became kind of your guys' house.
That was a crazy atmosphere. Every match was nuts. I just remember the crowd was going ballistic, doing shoeies in the crowd. It was nuts. I was really professional, I remember. I was doing ice baths every morning, going into the courts every morning, getting some good sleep. Cock, on the other hand,
Not so much.
not so much.
I mean, of all the pressure and expectations on the singles career, how sweet was it to be able to do this and with Thanasi?
Yeah, I mean, for my improvement on the singles court, it was I couldn't help. This helped my career a lot. To take that extra step, this gave me the belief that if I can win a slam in doubles and be here for like 3 weeks and still have a good result, like why can't I do it in singles? I just started believing after that, and then obviously helped at Wimbledon. Like I just put my head down and I knew that I could do it. This gave me belief that I could win a Grand Slam in singles. But yeah, it's a good moment.
I mean, especially,
no
especially
no
cool.
one's done that better. Like Brian Brothers, yes, but everyone else who tries doesn't do it as good.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I mean, what, Wimbledon was 6 months later, that
Yeah.
singles run to the final.
Yeah, wild. Because I was genuinely like, my level at that time was still good, but I just didn't have any confidence that I could, make it into a slam final. But I guess this was big for both of us because we've been criticised a lot in our careers. Like, it was a bit of a relief in the sense, like, it was just, Kyrgios and Kokkinakis have never, like, kind of reached their potential in a sense. And we kind of just showed, there was just like an outlet of all that pressure coming off, I think. Like, And we look like a WWE tag team.
A little bit, yeah. It is cool though, like as you say, all the different pressures, and then to do that. Obviously, I know you've wanted to and still want to chase a single slam, but to do it here, to do it with Thanasi, all of those factors.
Yeah,
huge.
I mean, we're gonna look back at this when we're old and probably have a laugh about it.
Are you a regrets person? Like, are there any moments where you look back and you're like, oh, I wish that I could have X?
I don't think I don't regret, because I think if I take one part of my journey out, and like I think the whole kind of thing just crumbles. I think every kind of mistake or little win I had throughout my entire career kind of made me, Nick Kyrgios. Otherwise, I wouldn't be that person. Like, I wouldn't be the person today that can go in a commentary booth and make Novak Djokovic, stick his tongue out and blow kisses towards. Like, I just wouldn't be me if I had any time to regret. But yeah, like, that's just the way it is, There's plenty of athletes in the world that haven't even had a taste of the success that I've had. So I know that I'm extremely lucky as well. But I mean, I worked for it.
I think too, for you, like being on court and having, like you say, the crowd in the palm of your hand, there was some fun moment. Like, you've enjoyed yourself immensely too.
Yeah, of course. I think people look at my career and they're like, he completely did it his way. I think that's why I've got so many, obviously got people that don't always agree with how I go about things, but that's why I've got so many fans as well, because it's like he just goes out there, bees himself, and he doesn't, not trying to be anyone else. Just want to have fun with it.
What's as you've done the media role, as you've switched positions this AO, have you learned anything? Has there been a realization of?
The sport's brutal. Like, sitting court level watching, Fritz and Novak yesterday, for instance. It's just such a tough sport. Like, what other sport can you play for? You could maybe play for an hour and a half, or you could play for 4.5, 5 hours. Just ridiculously grueling sport. I look at, I'm speaking to Fritz and he's like, I need to get fitter. Like, how I can play it for that level for 2 hours and 45 minutes. I need to be able to do it for 4 hours. What other sport has that mentality? And then, all these players are off to a different country next week, and then the week after, and the week after, and the week after. So it's just it really is. I don't think it gets enough credit of how difficult it is to be a professional tennis player. Yeah, it's pretty crazy just to be, I'm still a part of the tournament, but I'm not playing, but just to see how all the moving parts, it's hell of a sport.
All right, well, thanks for the memories.
No worries.
Hopefully you're going to create a few more.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
No, definitely.
It's been pretty cool to see you on court.
Appreciate that.
Holding the microphone.
Yeah, it's been fun. Different look.
Don't let Novak steal it from you next time.
Yeah,
you got an iron grip.
He's Novak. He does whatever he wants.
Nick Kyrgios, thanks for chatting with us
course,
on
it was
Cinema
nice.
Sessions.
Appreciate that.
With Nick. And in his cozy spot
That
too.
was fun.